Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through some different rigging options and how you can improve your story with different angles. Let's go! As I said in the intro, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. We're going to go through some different rigging options. I need to turn my phone off. It is raining a lot. I don't know if you can see it here, probably not, or hear it, I don't know. I had some dramas with my DJI mics, so I'm hoping that I'm going to get good audio throughout. Just had to have a quick charge with the receiver because it was like half a mil out and wouldn't charge when I charged it fully last night. Anyway, we're going to go through some different rigging options. I have a list on my phone of loads of different angles and stuff, but I thought it would be good to just go through some different angles, show you just some different inspiration, should we say. Now, caveat, this is going to be an absolute nightmare for me to set up because I've got my R5 connected to me here. I've got a wide angle lens, which I never use. So there we go, look, 16mm, and I never use it. It's f4, not a fan of it, but we're going for it. And I've got a newer suction cup, which I'll show you in a sec, with a small rig mount, what do you call it, like a friction arm. I'll show you on my phone in a second. I've got some other options as well, so I'll show you that now on my phone. Here we go, look. So I've got this friction arm, which is too long for this setup. I'm not gonna lie, this is obviously too heavy. The old school lens is really heavy and really long. You can kind of sit there. It's just the principle. I would recommend obviously a much smaller camera. The FX3 would be good for this setup, but this friction arm's too long. I'm just going through the motions. This newer rig, I had it with this to start with and it was just not a thing, so I've left it in there. This newer setup, and it's not sponsored or anything like that, you can adjust, where is it? Oh my god, it's horrendous lighting. So here you can turn that and adjust the angle 360 degrees. And how these suction cups work, if you've never seen one before, you keep pressing that in until you can't do it, and it sucks it into the glass. And I'm steaming up already on the windscreen. This is going to be a nightmare, but that's that setup. I also have in here, open this up, everything's going to be steaming up. I also have this very basic one that you can see. I think this is the first one I bought, and then I was like instantly, whilst I was waiting for this to be delivered, I thought I'd get that newer one as well, just because the amount of rigging options you can have. And also, not sponsored, as I said, this newer suction cup can hold 50 kilos, which is ridiculous, but obviously it's all dependent on how good your friction arms are, because this friction arm's not great. So what I would recommend, if you were going to have a big camera, is you would have 2 or 3 of these, can't see it, 2 or 3 of these suction cups, multiple arms, and you basically mount it from different points so that the rig doesn't move. But today we're just going through the motions. Anyway, I've got this one, so you basically do that until you can't see, I believe until you can't see the red line anymore. And then another upgrade, if I can do this one-handed, my tilter mini rig, which we're not going to go into today, but this absolute beast, again, not sponsored, got to put that in there. This is going to be a nightmare, it's going to be kit everywhere. So this is a beast. Obviously it's got the mountain bit on there. They do different mountain options, but this one's for the Mini, Hydra Mini. So when you press that in, turn it on, listen to this. Pretty wild. Let's turn that off. That's off. So the reason why I didn't use that today, it's really, really good, but obviously I don't want to use that today because it'll be crazy loud when I'm filming myself. So look, already we've dropped to red on the receiver, so not sure what's going to happen here. Not sure what's going to happen, but we're going to go through it and we're going to talk about rigging. So here's one of the angles. I've just moved it from the side in front of me. It's quite direct. I'm at about 24 mil, literally 24 mil. If I go a bit wider, just got this, you've got all of this. Where are we? We've got the windscreen, and I've got a Magic Tree air freshener, but I thought, let's put it to like 28, shall we? 28. And if your subject, let's make sure I'm in focus. Let's say your subject's driving. This would be quite a good angle, I thought. Obviously you could frame it up a bit better, maybe like that. If you're driving, that'd be quite cool. Let's move to the next angle. Obviously in this angle, we're proper wide, 16 mil. At the moment, I've got it on the rear windscreen and then slightly resting on the headrest. The only reason I've got it on the headrest is because I've only got the one friction arm, but I shall show you on my phone. As you can see here, look, I'll zoom in. Got it all connected to the back. But I think, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. I've got the, what do you call it? I've got the DJI receiver just hanging there because every time I'm doing each shot, I'm plugging it back into the box to charge it up for like 5 minutes each time to continue to rig it. But yeah, anyway, next angle. We have this extra angle. I was going to try it from a headrest. I'll show you in a second. I was going to try it from a headrest, but the clamp that I'll show you in a second is too wide for the headrest diameter. Not sure how you do that. You obviously just put some shims on it. If you're in like a production and you wanted to do it, you just make the, like, buff out the, put some collars and stuff over the top. Just keep layering it until the thing's thicker and it just stays still. Or you can get dedicated, what do you call it, headrest mounts. But I'm just doing it with what I've got, just simple, either a suction cup or the clamp and the friction arm, just to go through the motions. It would also be much much easier if I had like an Action 5 camera, but then I wanted to use the lens to change the focal lengths, because at the moment obviously I'm wide again. Let's put it in, that's like 35 mil, so you could get an over the shoulder shot of the person driving. Obviously I can't see what that looks like, but I thought it'd be quite cool. Obviously if you're with a friend, you can test and adjust how that's going to look. They can sit in the back off camera. Or these are all, I keep saying obviously, but it's not obvious. These are all options that you can use, obviously, so annoying. So these are options for you as a filmmaker, which I'm showing you, or photography to, if you're filming someone else, so I'm the subject and you're here behind the camera, these are just the different options. But like I said, that's wide, it's too wide for me, I would say. You want to get nice and tight. Depends on the mood. So if you're trying to get, to feel a bit more of action, then I'll probably put the camera between the two seats so that you can see how fast the road is as well. But this is like a bit more of a, dare I say it, cinematic option, where you're on a road trip with your van life or something like that, or you're filming through the streets or through the city on the way to a car meet or something like that. and you can see the environment and stuff like that. What I'll do now is I'll show you the mount that I've got. It's not the best, and it probably wouldn't survive if we were driving. You would just add an extra suction cup on the window, which I'll show you now. So here's the camera angle. Up here I've got that mount just steadying it there, and I've also basically got it resting on the edge of the chair just to show you. And all you would do is with the cage is just add an extra mount there, that side or the other side or both, put a suction cup and another friction arm on the window, and you are good to go. But anyway, let's go on to the next. Here's another rig up you could do. I'm not recording on the R5 at the moment, and I need to bring it in rapid because obviously it's raining, but you could put this on the glass, but probably better if you put it on the door, like this side, obviously that side. But the reason why I've just put it on the glass is just because of the rain. I wouldn't recommend ever putting it on wet glass. I'm literally just doing it for demonstration purposes. Don't move anywhere, it's likely to slide off. You need a nice clean dry surface. Another reason why it would be good to have an action cam, like the DJI Action or a GoPro, but obviously DJI's king, so DJI Action. But anyway, just going to take this off and I'll explain something else in a sec because it is raining. Like I said, what we would do is you place it here on a flat surface, because usually when it's curved like this, it's not going to work properly. It needs to be flat and it needs to be clean, it needs to be dry. Would have been a nice shot, to be fair, but as you can see here, the reflections because of the trees and the sky behind me is horrific. So you would need a polarizing filter. Just going to put you a bit wider. So other options, which I'm going to do with my phone because of the rain, is obviously you could place it here and have a nice wheel shot, or the front wheel, because they're steering, you could have it there. You could probably put it here and have a front shot. I've seen some splitter shots from some nice cars, so you could probably have it here and have it off to the side to get nice angle, and use that what do you call it, that hook, not the hook, the clamp that I was using. Another angle that I was going to do, if the driver's here, obviously with a polarizing filter, you can place it here looking at the driver, or place it here looking at the driver. Another one that I was going to do is there, so if you're like it's clamped up on the roof. This reflection's horrendous. You could have one off the back looking down, you can have one off the back looking up. Obviously it depends on the car that you've got, but you can have nice exhaust shots. Why is someone coming around here? So many options, guys and girls, so many options. As long as you can find a flat space, the world is your oyster. But I'm going to turn myself around and get in the car because I am wet. Well, awkward to look at a tiny little camera because obviously most people look at themselves. But here we go. I've got the DJI receiver. Look how wet I am, Jesus. Got the DJI receiver plugged into my phone to get better audio, but it probably still sounds terrible. I have to obviously cut this video short because the weather is horrific. Not ideal, but I just wanted to go through the motions. You know, the world is your oyster, like I said out there. Try and just get creative. Just think in your shot list when you're writing it down, just put like, you get your safe shots of close up of the person or whatever you're doing, or the wheels or stuff like that, and then just get as creative as you can. Just try stuff out. Good thing about the friction arms is that you can make slight adjustments, but I would recommend, if you're hard pushed for time and you're only working on your own, I'd probably recommend, dare I say this, because I'm not a perfectionist, but I do like to use the best kit possible. But if you've only got an action cam and that's all you got, then yeah, happy days, use an action cam. Nice and steady, to be fair. And the good options, it obviously depends on what you're doing. and who you're doing it with and how long you've got. All very well using a massive camera like this, but you need extra friction arm, you need extra suction cups, all that good stuff. And you know, it's not made to be smashed all over the floor, whereas an action cam's a little hardier. Quick edit jump in here before I forget. Whilst I was moving the camera around, I thought I don't want to forget. Let's see if I can turn this around. Probably not. Can I? Nope. Very annoying. Let me turn you around. So I just wanted to mention that I bought these eyes, so eyelets. So on the newer rig, whatever you want to call it, suction cup, you've got some holes, what do you call it, mounting holes. Basically, what I was going to say, I bought these extra. I thought it'd be a good idea is to put these into the rig, and then M6, by the way, I'm pretty sure it's the wrong size because I couldn't get them to fit properly, but I have managed to get them in there. They just don't seat correctly, but they were sturdy and they worked the first time I used it, so I've got one under there somewhere. Anyway, put some like a ratchet strap or some paracord or some sort of like climbing rope, and you basically put that through there, attach it into the door or onto your roof rack, so that if that lost suction, which it shouldn't do, but if it did, then you've got a fail safe. I just wanted to put that little safety bit in there. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this one. This is awkward doing it with my phone. I never film myself with my phone. Only for Instagram anyway, and that's a thing of the past now anyway, isn't it? Thing of the past. It's all about YouTube. Let's get it. YouTube. Yeah, no one wants to see my chewing gum. I'm waffling. Hit that like button and please subscribe. My channel's slowly growing, but there's a geezer running past. Nice. Running in the rain as well. Love running in the rain, so good. But anyway, waffle. Please hit the subscribe button and thumbs up, because my channel's very, very slowly growing, but it is growing, and that is good. I'm hitting some goals of my vidIQ account, so we are good. And I'm very grateful for everybody that comes to watch me. Much appreciated. I'd love to do more of these videos. I've been thinking about doing this video for quite some time. Had some inspiration from another creator, and I cannot remember his name. I want to say it's YCImaging. I'll put his video in the link below. He's got tons of subscribers. He's a very thoughtful filmmaker, very professional. I just really wanted to make this video, just a bit of inspiration, but only with the kit I've got. I could do with some different kit, but we all would love some different kit. But anyway, thought I'd just say that. Inspired. Hope I inspire you. Get out, create, let's go.